Hi everyone, today we're going to cover the vocabulary of Unit 4 of Skillful 2, 3rd edition. Let's begin. Turn to page 66. Autonomous vehicle. Autonomous vehicle. An autonomous vehicle is the same as self-driving or driverless car. These types of vehicles, these types of autonomous vehicles do not have a human driver, and they have sensors, cameras, AI, and also other technologies to navigate and make decisions on the road. Let's read one of these examples. The autonomous vehicle drove through the city without any help from a driver. You can read the rest of the examples by yourself. Blame. Blame. Blame means to say or think that someone or something is responsible for something bad. We say blame somebody for something and blame something on somebody. Don't blame me, it's not my fault. I blame his mother. She does everything for him. Mary still blames herself for Patrick's death. So blame oneself for something. One of the computers is broken and she's blaming it on me. Blame something on somebody. You can read the rest by yourself. Cause. Cause. Cause means a person, event, or thing that makes something happen. Normally we talk about cause and effect. The cause of something. Breast cancer is the leading cause of death. Or it's our job to establish the cause of the fire. You can discover the cause or find the cause, determine the cause, establish the cause, identify the cause, investigate the cause. You can talk about a common cause of something, like alcohol is the most common cause of road accidents, or the main cause of something, the primary cause of something, a major cause of something, or a leading cause of something, a direct cause, an indirect cause. The root cause means the most basic cause, the fundamental cause, or the underlying cause, or the probable cause, or likely cause. So these are the phrases that you can use with this word. Please read the other examples by yourself. Motor manufacturers. Motor manufacturers are companies that produce and assemble vehicles like cars, trucks, motorcycles, and other motorized vehicles. They design, build, and sell these vehicles to consumers. For example, companies like Ford or Toyota or BMW are examples of motor manufacturers. Let's read one or two of these examples together. Motor manufacturers create cars and trucks for people to buy. Many motor manufacturers are switching to electric vehicle production. Please read the others by yourself. Sue. Sue. Sue means to make a legal claim against someone, especially for money, because they have harmed you in some way. Sue somebody for something. For example, sue somebody for damages. Sue somebody for negligence. Sue for divorce. And let's read one example here. If the builders don't fulfill their side of the contract, we'll sue. Or the company is suing a former employee. Page 68. Airbag. Airbag. Airbag is a bag in a car that fills with air to protect the driver or passenger in an accident. The airbag inflated quickly during the car accident. An airbag helps protect passengers in a crash. Most modern cars have an airbag in the steering wheel. Read the rest by yourself, please. Anti-lock braking system, or the abbreviation of it is ABS. Anti-lock braking system, or ABS. It is a piece of equipment that makes a vehicle easier to control when you have to stop very suddenly. Look at these two cars. The first one has ABS, but the second one doesn't have ABS. So the first one is easier to control. Let's read one example together. The anti-lock braking system, or the ABS, helps prevent the wheels from locking during sudden stops. Please read the others by yourself. Regulation. Regulation. Regulation means rule, an official rule or order. There seem to be so many rules and regulations these days. You can use the preposition on with this word. You can say regulation on. New regulations on imports, or building regulations, planning regulations, fire regulations, health regulations. You can say under blah 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 regulations. Under the new regulations, all staff must have safety training. Invent. Invent. Invent means to make, design, or think of a new type of something. Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone in 1876. Do not confuse this word with discover. When somebody discovers something, that person is the first person to find something or to know that it exists. Scientists have discovered a new type of bacteria, or Columbus discovered America for the first time. Passenger. Passenger. Passenger is someone who's traveling in a vehicle, plane, boat, etc., but is not driving it or working on it. You can use these phrases with it. You can say passenger train, passenger plane, passenger ship, bus passengers, rail passengers, airline passengers, carry passengers, like the airplane was carrying over 500 passengers. Passengers travel somewhere, for example, more than 7.6 million rail passengers traveled on the Eurostar rail service last year. Or passengers get on the bus, passengers get off the bus, passengers get on the plane, passengers get off the plane. Or more formal vocabulary, passengers board a plane, passengers board a train. Or passengers are stranded. Seatbelt. Seatbelt. Seatbelt is the belt attached to the seat of a car or plane, which you fasten around yourself for protection in an accident. Always wear your seatbelt while driving. The seatbelt can save lives in an accident. Before starting the car, I fastened my seatbelt. Wheel. Wheel. Wheel is on a vehicle, and it's one of the round things under a car, bus, bicycle, etc. that turns when it moves. You can talk about the front wheels, the rear wheels, or back wheels. Rear and back are synonymous. The car slid sideways, its rear wheels spinning. Page 72. Ancient. Ancient. Ancient means belonging to a time long ago in history, especially thousands of years ago. Opposite of modern. You can talk about ancient Greece, ancient Egypt, ancient Rome. You can talk about the ancient art, an ancient forest. Forward. Forward. Forward means towards a place or position that is in front of you, opposite of backwards. He leaned forward, his elbows resting on the table. The crowd surged forwards. She took another small step forward. Loan. Loan. Loan is an amount of money that you borrow from a bank. Loan of. You can take out a loan. You can repay a loan, or pay off a loan, or pay back a loan. You can give somebody a loan, or make a loan, ask for a loan, apply for a loan, or get a loan, or secure a loan on something. Particular. Particular means specific. A particular thing or person is the one that you are talking about and not any other. In this particular case, no one else was involved. Most students choose one particular area for research, a particular type of food. Population. Population refers to the number of people living in a particular area, country, etc. Population of. You can talk about white population, French population, urban population. India has a population of more than 1 billion. Nearly 70% of the population still live in the countryside. Recent. Recent. Recent means new, having happened or started only a short time ago. Recent research, recent book, in recent years, in recent months, in recent times. The situation has improved in recent years. In everyday English, people usually say in the last few weeks or in the past few months or years. But in academic English, you can say in recent weeks, in recent months. Surrounding. Surrounding. Surrounding means near or around a particular place, synonym of nearby. Troops sealed off the surrounding area. We decided to explore the surrounding countryside. The park's beautiful surrounding trees made it a peaceful place to relax. She admired the mountains surrounding the village. Please read the rest by yourself. Within. Within. Within means before a period of time that has passed, or during a certain period of time. Example, we should have the test results back within 24 hours. He fell sick and died within a matter of weeks. Within an hour of our arrival, Caroline was starting to complain. The enormous success of televised sports within the last 20 years. Within the space of a year, 3 of the town's factories have closed down. Suburb. Suburb. Suburb is an area where people live which is away from the center of a town or city. So suburb is not near the city center. A London suburb or a suburb of Los Angeles. A kid from the suburbs in a suburb. Don't you get bored living out here in the suburbs? Page 73. Affordable. Affordable. Affordable means cheap enough for most people to afford. Affordable housing. This is a top quality product at a very affordable price. This store sells affordable clothes for everyone. We found an affordable place to stay during our trip. Read the rest by yourself, please. Middle class. Middle class. Middle class means typical of people who are educated and work in professional jobs. And you can talk about a middle class family, a middle class view of life, or middle class life. As you have in the third sentence, they lived a comfortable middle class life. They grew up in a middle class neighborhood. Many middle-class families enjoy weekend trips, middle-class job. What else? Middle-class workers. Phenomenon. Phenomenon or phenomenon, the plural form of it is phenomena, means something that happens or exists in society, science, or nature, especially something that is studied because it is difficult to understand. Phenomenon of natural phenomenon or historical phenomenon or social phenomenon. So phenomenon means event, an important event. The growing phenomenon of telecommuting. Homelessness is now a new phenomenon. Language is a social and cultural phenomenon. Spread. Spread means affect more people or places. If something spreads or if something is a spread, it becomes larger or moves so that it affects more people or a larger area. You can say spread through, spread over, spread among, or spread from something to something else. Fire quickly spread through the building. He watched a dark stain spread over the gray carpet. The disease spread rapidly amongst the poor. The cancer had spread to her liver. The revolution quickly spread from France to Italy. Urban sprawl. Urban sprawl. The spread of city buildings and houses into an area that used to be countryside or the area in which this has happened. You see urban sprawl in the pictures. It shows, how the buildings are structured in the city. Planning policies designed to limit the growth of urban sprawl. Urban sprawl is causing cities to expand into rural areas. Many people blame urban sprawl for increased traffic. Urban sprawl leads to the loss of farmland and open space. Some cities are working to control urban sprawl through better planning. Urban sprawl can make public transportation less efficient. Page 77. Automatic. Automatic means done without thinking, especially because you have done the same thing many, many times before. Practice the breathing techniques until they become automatic. After years of practice, driving became automatic for her. Read the rest by yourself. Be in the same boat. Be in the same boat means to be in the same difficult situation that someone else is in. Others in her profession are in the same boat. If marriage is a boat, then many of us are in the same boat. We are all in the same boat when it comes to this difficult project. During the pandemic, everyone felt like they were all in the same boat. Considerable. Considerable means fairly large, especially large enough to have an effect or be important. Opposite of inconsiderable. Considerable amount of something, considerable number of something. So considerable means big. We've saved a considerable amount of money means we've saved a big amount of money. Michael has already spent considerable time in Barcelona. Issues of considerable importance. The series has aroused considerable interest. Eventually means after a long time or after a lot of things have happened. He eventually escaped and made his way back to England. Eventually, she got a job and moved to London. The rain was heavy, but it eventually stopped. Feature. Feature means a part of something that you notice because it seems important, interesting, or typical. Feature of, common feature of, or main feature of, important feature of, significant feature of. Example, striped tails are a common feature of many animals. Airbags are a standard feature in most new cars. Furthermore, Furthermore means in addition to what has already been said. It's the same as moreover. Furthermore means and. He is old and unpopular. Furthermore, he has at best only 2 years of political life ahead of him. The park is beautiful, and furthermore, it is very clean. Immigration. Immigration means the process of entering another country in order to live there permanently. He called for a common European policy on immigration. She moved to the country through legal immigration. Immigration policies have changed over the years. Recover. Recover means to get better after an illness, accident, shock, etc. Recover from something. In everyday English, people say get better, but in academic English, it's better to use recover. And let's read one example. He's in hospital recovering from a heart attack. Shift gears. Shift gears. The phrase shift gears means to change your approach, focus, or activity, often in response to a new situation. It is commonly used when someone needs to adjust their actions or mindset quickly. The phrase comes from driving, where shifting gears changes the speed or power of a vehicle. At work, we had to shift gears when the project took an unexpected turn. It means we changed our approach. After relaxing all weekend, it's time to shift gears and get back to work. It means switch from relaxing to working. Read the rest by yourself. Specifically. Specifically means relating to or intended for one particular type of person or thing only, in a detailed or exact way. Advertising that specifically targets children. I specifically asked you not to do that. She asked for help specifically with her math homework. Style. Style means a way of doing something, a particular way of doing, designing, or producing something, especially one that is typical of a particular place, period of time, or group of people. You can talk about style of, different styles of handwriting. Or you can talk about teaching style, communication style, writing style, cooking style, or management style, dance style. Page 78. Pearl. Pearl. Pearl is a kind of jewel, a small round white object that forms inside an oyster and is a valuable jewel. A pearl necklace, a string of pearls. She wore a beautiful pearl necklace to the party. Page 80. Camel. Camel. Camel is a large desert animal with a long neck and either one or two humps on its back. The camel carried supplies across the desert. Frosting. Frosting is a sweet substance put on cakes and made from powdery sugar and butter, synonym of icing. She spread chocolate frosting on the cake. The cupcakes were topped with colorful frosting. He decorated the cookies with a layer of frosting. Thank you so much. This is the end of this video. And have a good day. See you next time. Bye-bye.